Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Veteran Mountain Man and today is Regulatory Tuesday. And today I wanted to talk about something that's been bugging me lately. And that is the Federal Reserve here in the United States. Now we all know that the Federal Reserve was put into place to receive all the gold that was forcibly bought up to help fund the war efforts from World War I and World War II after the Great Depression. And we all know that it's responsible for managing interest rates here in the United States. But one of the things that really got me thinking is, why is it we're allowing a quasi-government organization to set interest rates for lending money to the government if we want to be a free society? This republic can only stand if the people have control of the officials and politicians and government. And citizenry doesn't have control when the government can dictate its own borrowing terms without any debate. So I feel at this point we might need to look at the whole Federal Reserve system very, very, very closely and start dissecting this concept and perhaps even reversing this concept, because it to me seems like a mechanism that has just been designed and has been abused and will probably continue to be abused. Yet the citizenry has absolutely no control over it. And that is not what happens in a free and open and liberal society. Any society that is based on liberty should not have government agencies that are appointed positions that control the lending of the money to the government. The government should not be in control of lending at all. Lending should be a private contract between a person willing to lend and the person willing to borrow. Now, those contracts need to be fair, they need to be express, and they need to be detailed. But they should still be private business. They should not be governmental. And even in this day and age, where even though we aren't necessarily all borrowing money from our government and our government isn't lending it to its citizens, the Federal Reserve still sets the interest rate to lend money to the government. And that interest rate, in turn, is what's used to calculate the responsibility of its citizens. Because if you go to take out a mortgage, they're going to talk to you about how far from prime you are. If you're in a subprime mortgage, that means your interest rate is below the primary interest rate set by the Federal Reserve. And that's probably a really, really, really bad loan, because you're probably going to get screwed. This is part of what caused the housing market collapse, is this federal agency that dictates the interest rates. Well, I want to thank you all again for joining me. Remember, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're on VidMe, please upvote and follow. Come on over to Minds if you want to discuss this in further detail. But remember, I want to see this agency gone. I want to see the Federal Reserve done away with. I want to see its responsibilities returned back into the citizenry and into a reasonable republic concept. Thank you all again for joining me, and have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday.